So I thought I'd make a short video. I know there's been a lot of talk in the groups lately about what's a sucker. So these are tomatoes, and let me get a wider angle here. Okay. Pay no attention to all my mess in the background. I'm in the middle of potting stuff, but so this is one of my tomatoes. We use this one as an example because it's a great example. So this obviously starts down here, comes all the way up. This is the main stem. Okay, and these are leaves. Some people call them sun leaves. Okay, they're leaves. They will only produce leaves, and they will collect sunlight for photosynthesis and to give the plant the energy it needs to grow and do what it does. This is the axil, and this point right here where this leaf comes out of the main stem. Another axil, another axil, another axil right here. It's that area right there, kind of like an armpit. And the little bit that grows out of it is the sucker. It doesn't matter if it's near the bottom, if it's near the top. If it comes out of a point where the leaf meets the stem, it's a sucker. And it has the ability to produce not only leaves, but also flower clusters. Here is a flower cluster. Back to the suckers. So what you would do, if they're this small, you can just go like this. Just pull it off. And then here, I'll do another one. You can even just bend it. But what you don't want to do is bend it and pull it down, because it can take a lot of the outer layer of the stem with it, and you don't want to do that. So you can just bend it one way, then bend it the other way, and it comes right off. Here's another. Bend it one way, bend it the other way, and pull up. So I'm going to do a little experiment. These are all the same. These are all cherry tomatoes. And I'm going to take all the suckers from this one and leave all the suckers probably on this one back here, because it seems a bit bigger and out of the way, just to see what we end up getting. If we end up getting a lot more tomatoes from the ones that I leave the suckers on, or if we end up getting less, or if it's the same. And I'll probably do the same with this one, since there's nothing in front of it here to get in the way, and I'll probably take all the suckers off of this one. So I guess what I'll do to make it a little more fair is I'll take the suckers off both of these front ones. Let's see, both of the front ones here, and I'll leave all the suckers, or at least some of the suckers, on these three back ones. Just do a little experiment, see what happens. So what you don't want to do is wait till they get really thick. So if they do, you can risk damaging the plant and drawing in a lot of bugs. So if I can just kind of gently go like this and you feel it snap, then it's cool to remove. But you could see here, it just kind of split. It didn't come off, and that's not really something that I like to happen. So I just pinched it off there with my thumbnail. So you never want to remove. Well, there's a couple different schools of thought on this. Some people do remove the first flower cluster to encourage more plant growth. However, with these, I don't think I'm going to do that. Here's another cluster, and let me make sure that's actually the leader. Yes, it is. This can get a little bit confusing, but there's a little sucker starting right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is just starting, and I'm gonna take that off right now. You really don't even need to bend it, you just pull it right off. And once you take a sucker off, it is not likely to grow back or grow another one in its place. But this here is the top, and I never remove the top 4 leaves, even if it appears that it's a sucker, like this one here appears to be a sucker. I'm still going to leave that for a little bit, just because I want to make sure. And it can be a little bit hard to tell. I do believe this is a sucker, but I'm still going to leave it. So I hope this helps clear up any confusion about what a sucker actually is. I'll go ahead and show you on this one as well, since I am going to remove them. Okay, so you could see the main stem here. The axil point is right here, and this is the leaf. Okay, this is the leaf, and it's typically going to be at the bottom, and this will come out between the leaf and the main stem. If it doesn't, or you're not sure, just leave it. See what it does. If it only produces a leaf, it's a leaf. If it produces leaves, a long leaf like this, and a flower cluster, it's a sucker, and you can clip it off. All right, hope this helps.